Lisa Tumahai is the first woman to be elected to the position of Deputy Kaiwhakahaere of Te Runanga o Ngai Tahu. She works for the Planning and Funding Division of the Canterbury District Health Board also. But tonight she tells me she's going to be wearing her iwi hat. Welcome her.
Kia ora Kim. Auraki matatu. Tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi mahana kia koutou. First, I'd like to thank EveryChild Counts for the invitation to participate in such an important forum. My initial thoughts were, what is a Māori girl like me coming along to this forum from a little village on the west coast of the South Island, with the calibre of the members of the panel? And then it was the topic that got me, 1,000 days to get it right. And as a newly appointed governor to a political position for an iwi, I've got 1,000 days to see what I can do to support this kaupapa. I'm here tonight to talk to you from a Ngāi Tahu perspective. At the time of our settlement, our leaders took care to set up the commercial side of our organisation separately from the distribution side. While the commercial arm makes the money, the distribution arm of the iwi distributes the funds into projects that aim to advance and grow the well-being of our people, as well as the cultural well-being. It takes 25 years to truly effect change. Ngāi Tahu 2025, our visioning document, outlines our tribal objectives that are aimed at increasing the health and well-being of our whānau. To achieve this, we expect strong commercial returns from our business arm. We have a fundamental spiritual and moral sense of providing for our children, where whakapapa unites us and continues to protect us into the future. We see our children as our future. What is our legacy is theirs tomorrow, and we have an absolute responsibility to our children to secure their well-being. We pass this legacy on to our children, ensuring they understand their whakapapa and that they understand how their own well-being is intrinsically linked to that of their parents, whānau, hapu, iwi, community and society. Creating this context is fundamental to creating a sense of belonging and therefore provides a basis of identity for us and our whānau. The challenges for Ngāi Tahu as an iwi. It's time to reflect on the past distributions and the outcomes we've achieved 13 years post-settlement. Our tribal structure, the decision-making process and our future strategies. Our challenges are to balance the whānau and hapu expectations versus the future-proofing of the iwi assets for generations to come, ensuring sustainability of tribal assets in a fast and ever-changing environment. We're asking ourselves, have we made a difference in the lives of our whānau? I would have to say we have grown a strong asset base. However, as part of the reflection process, we recognise the need to improve our efforts in the health and well-being of our people. We are taking a stronger focus on how we can make a difference through strategic influence, partnerships, policy, being ahead of the game, being involved in research, future forecasting, and being outcomes focused. Iwi businesses. The important message I have about iwi businesses is that they are already at the forefront of organisations that are working to advance the lot of our most vulnerable people through tribal programs. Our businesses do not make profit to line the pockets of shareholders. They are making profits to advance the well-being of our whānau. I'm proud of these businesses and the way they enable us as a tribe to make decisions about our own future. Our business arm works to our tribal values that emphasises the need to care for our tamariki and mokopuna. The overarching Ngāi Tahu vision that guides both our commercial arm and our distribution arm is mō tātou a muri, mō tātou a mō ka muri a uriaki nei, for us and our children after us. We are an intergenerational organisation. Some people in the audience may be familiar with the Ngāi Tahu settlement, which included a $170 million financial sum. One of the outstanding achievements for our tribe has been the ability to turn that sum into a distribution of $227 million since settlement and over $660 million in commercial assets. The success of our business gives us a wonderful flexibility to carefully respond to the needs of our people. Post-earthquake, an excellent example was the ability to respond to the devastating situations of our families. We had the ability of being able to pull cash out of the kitty. Ngāi Tahu allocated $1 million to support the recovery and rebuild in Canterbury. Other iwi donated over $400,000. Ngāi Tahu has ensured that the distribution of those funds has gone to those families that are most vulnerable. And we're currently strategising how into the future we continue to work and support the rebuild of Canterbury. Hioranga Pounamu is an organisation that Te Runanga set up in 2000, ensuring that Māori living in the Ngāi Tahu rohe had access to a wide range of health, social service providers, and essentially ensuring that the Crown was meeting its statutory and treaty obligations. It is playing a critical role in the recovery by coordinating earthquake navigators. In partnership alongside families, these navigators work with them to get them back on track, to rebuild their confidence, to liaise with government agencies, health providers, EQC, insurance companies, and support them with their relocation. Hioranga Pounamu has also authored a response to the government's Green Paper on vulnerable children, describing how this holistic program involving earthquake navigators has worked in the same way that we believe whānau ora will work to provide holistic supports for families. Through this submission, our people in Te Waipounamu have reminded the government that it must trust that Māori have the experience and knowledge about what works for our own communities. This can be achieved by working in true equal partnership with credibility, proven local leaders, valuing and respecting their worldviews and cultural practices. It also means enabling local responsiveness to be well resourced. In Canterbury, we know improvements are possible because after the earthquakes, Māori health and social service providers had to naturally collaborate more effectively to support whānau to get through, as did government agencies. And they did so with one goal in mind, to restore rangatiratanga within the whānau homes and communities. Other earthquake recovery examples of natural collectivity have been plentiful, showing that this natural community approach can work to solve local issues. So while the earthquakes have brought tragedy, they have also shown us where solutions might lie in terms of delivering a brighter future for our most vulnerable. Local solutions, not national-led, prescriptive government solutions. Business in Ngāi Tahu post-earthquake. The business industry, the building industry in Canterbury and Ngāi Tahu, along with the Polytechnic, have designed a program to get our young people into apprenticeships to be part of the Canterbury rebuild. To date, 250 young people are or have been trained into to be building apprentices. To date, we have placed 20 apprentices into building industries. This is a short period of time. It's probably since August 11. Whānau ora. The current whānau ora program involves provider networks throughout Aotearoa coming together and transforming their services to assist and support whānau to build their capability and be more self-managing. Government departments should also model this process at all levels. Government departments need to be absolutely supportive of the whānau ora initiative if it is going to work. The departments need to model the whānau ora approach, share information, act cooperatively, and reduce the red tape stresses on families, enable services to deliver holistic and seamless, rather than isolated and segmented. Back to local solutions. We need to enable our families to be the best they can. Iwi need to be proactive in this space to support those services, as do business. Ngāi Tahu wants to see the government develop a long-term overarching children's action plan that is championed by all political parties and iwi. Iwi and hapu need to be equal participants from the outset to ensure a Māori worldview is visible. What we want from this plan is for all of us, iwi, government, business, health professionals, the media, the community, and groups to drive an attitudinal change that promotes a comprehensive understanding that children are the most precious resource, our taonga. There needs to be specific detail attached to this awakening so that the wider public understands the importance of infant brain development in the first 3 years of life and creates a climate that makes it okay to seek support when needed. I want to end with a wonderful quote from Dr. Mason Jury. He distinguished between future takers and future makers. Future takers accept that the future will bring what it will bring. The agents of change are considered to be so far removed from local control that iwi and Māori communities feel powerless to change what will be. They might be ready to respond to change, but not to direct change. Future makers, on the other hand, actively engage with the future. They look for signs of change and then create future spaces where hopes and opportunities can flourish, offsetting potential liabilities. Rather than responding to change, future makers will lead change. Future makers identify what is possible to work and make it happen. My challenge to iwi, to Ngāi Tahu, to other iwi, to business, is to work in partnership and be future makers. Tēnā koutou katoa. It's wonderful to be here with you all tonight. Thank you.